Here, this is a restuffer. Today we are going to discuss about how to embed the XML file within the assembly and how to retrieve the XML file from that assembly. So for that purpose, I had already created a web application as well as a class library which we are going to refer. So here is my XML file. I had changed the extension from .xml to config. This is my header.config file basically. So it consists of various nodes like about us, contact us, career, home, and even we can put more nodes inside it. So it will be providing us a common sort of like we show it in header, or we can show it in sitemap or in footer or left menu, right menu, wherever it is required. So I had created this XML file. Now the first point, how to embed this XML file within the class library. You right click on it, go to properties, and you will find the build action. From the build action you will find various options, but I want to embed this XML file, so I will select the embedded resources option. The second two option of copy to the output directory means that we are going to copy the XML file to the location, but we don't want to copy it to any other location, so select do not copy. First option is the most important, to embed the XML file within the class library. So it means that whatever the DLL will be created after we successfully build this class library, the XML is going to be embedded within that DLL. So these are the options which we require, and these are the most important options which we require. And now the first point is covered, so now we want to see how to retrieve the XML file from the embedded DLL. So I had already created my class embedded xml.cs. Here we are referring to our XML file with the file name. Now I have two approaches here. One is to load the XML document with the stream and return that XML document. Another is to directly return the stream which I read from the assembly. So here we are going to use assembly reflection. So this is my assembly variable which contains the code of the current executing assembly. Here I had declared a stream which will read the manifest of the assembly by the name which I had given to the XML file, and here we are declaring a new XML document. If stream is null, then file cannot be found through an error. Make sure that your XML file is being embedded correctly. This is the most important point. So finally, if the stream is not null, then load the document with the stream and return the document. Second approach is also same. Here just we are returning directly stream. So that's it with the class library. You build it. Once it is successfully built, now I had created a web application. This is a default template of the web application provided by ASP.NET. You will, if you select new ASP.NET web application and select the default, you will add up by default it will be coming up with a sitemap, with a about us page and a default page. So that's it what I am using. So let us go to the sitemap. Yeah, before that I just want to have a look. Here I had referred my class library. So this is the DLL which we had created from this class library. I had referred in my web application. So in my sitemap master I have menu control. Currently it has no items because it has no data source. So what we are going to do is we are going to provide that data source to the menu control from the embedded XML which we had created in our class library. So here I had declared XML data source. I had assigned a new ID every time to this XML data source. This XML data is being pulled from the XML data document method, which is being declared in our class library embedded XML, and outer XML will return me the complete XML file, which is being passed as a data to the XML data source. So this XML data source is being passed to navigation control and finally bind the navigation control. So that's it, what we want. So here I'm going to put up a breakpoint and run this application to show you how it is working. So we are debugging application. This is the method which we are going to hit, get XML document. So if I press F11, I will go to my class library, to the assembly where I had declared a method to read the XML file which is being embedded. So here I got the stream, and stream is not null. Then finally load the document with the stream and return the document. Finally, if I got the document, I got the XML document, I got the XML data source, I bind it with my navigation control, press F5, and that's it. Here we are. Now you can see that these nodes are coming from the embedded XML which we had embedded with the class library. Now it is. So what's the point? Why we want to bind our XML file with the class library? What's the benefit? So let me explain you. If I go to view source, you will see all the elements which are declared in the XML file are coming up here, but you will not find the path of the XML file which we had created. So there is no path where you can refer the XML file. You cannot directly browse my XML file because it is not being shown up here. You can only see the elements coming up. Like in case of style.css, this CSS file is lying on the current application virtual directory. If I try to browse this style.css, yeah, it can be browsed. So my style.css can be browsed directly. But if I go to view source, here is my view source. If I go to this view source, there is no XML file referred here because it is being embedded with the DLL which we had created. So now our XML file is being hacked up with the common.dll file. We cannot directly access the XML file. So in the same way, we can attach a JavaScript file, attach a text file, or attach an image to embedded resource as an embedded file, so that the end user cannot see what's written inside it. So in the same way, if I am using some error handling project, or if I'm using some error handling, writing error to a text file, and we don't want the end user to see what is written inside it, so we can use this option of providing the embedded file, embedded resource. So only the admin or any particular user which we provide access can see what's written inside it. Otherwise it will not be viewable to us. We can ship our project or web application with the DLL, and not, the XML file will be hanged up with the DLL, so end user will not be able to view the what's written in the XML file or the text file. So at some point it provides us security. It is secure from the outer world. So this is it. We had covered up the 2 points: how to embed the XML file within the assembly and how to retrieve the XML file using reflection. So that's it. We will be coming up with some new concept of .NET. To download this complete source code, you can go to my website http://www.silverlight.in, and from here you can download the complete source code for the same example which we had discussed here. Hope you enjoyed the video. So that's it for now, and we will see. I will be back with some new videos. See you later. Bye.